The New World Order. Something massive just happened at Davos that changes everything about how the world works. On January 20th, Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney stood up at the World Economic Forum, and he declared something that was pretty shocking. The era of American dominance is over. And that wasn't diplomatic language. It was a funeral announcement. He said flat out, the old order is not coming back. For 75 years, we've lived under what people called the rules-based international order. Think of that as America being the world police officer, referee, and banker all at once. Countries traded freely, sea lanes stayed open, and the institutions like the UN and World Trade Organization settled disputes. It wasn't perfect. And it didn't work equally for everyone, of course, but it was predictable. That's gone now. What killed it? Well, according to Carney, America itself. When the U.S. started weaponizing the system, using tariffs as threats, turning financial systems into leverage, treating supply chains as tools of control, other countries said, enough. The promise of mutual benefit became too expensive to believe in. So what's replacing it? Well, we're entering what's called a multipolar world. Instead of one superpower calling all the shots, we now have a multiple major powers sharing influence. Think of it like this. The old world was a solar system with one sun. The new world is a galaxy with many stars. Countries like Canada, the European Union, India, and others are demanding what Carney calls, quote, strategic autonomy. That is control over their own energy, food, minerals, and supply chains. They're building alliances based on specific issues, not permanent loyalty to one power. Different problem, different coalition, and that's the new game. Does this mean America is finished? Absolutely not. The U.S. is still the most massive military power, economically strong, and culturally influential country in the world. But what's lost is the legitimacy that came from being seen as a fair protector of the global system. When you lose that legitimacy, you stop being the leader and become just another competitor. So now let's talk about what, quote, New World Order actually means. Forget the conspiracy theories about secret elites. The real New World Order is messy, it's competitive, and it's constantly being renegotiated. It's not one government ruling everything. It's many powers constantly bargaining with each other. We're already seeing it happen. Countries are diversifying their relationships instead of depending on one superpower. New trade deals and security partnerships are forming. Defense spending is rising. Nations that relied on American protection are building their own capabilities. This isn't chaos, it's adaptation. And here's why this matters to you. The assumptions that guide global politics for your entire life no longer apply. Trade rules are being rewritten. Supply chains are moving closer to home. International institutions are losing their authority. Countries face a choice: build walls and go it alone, or form new coalitions based on real shared interests. Going solo means being weaker, poor, and less secure. Smart coalitions are emerging that mean balancing independence with cooperation. And that's the heart of this New World Order. Not a conspiracy theory, but a fundamental shift in how power is distributed globally. The big question for all of us: do we understand this transformation, or do we cling to myths about how things used to work? We're living through a historic rupture, but these moments bring both danger and opportunity. Yes, there are risks, rising tensions, economic warfare, potential conflicts. But there is also opportunity to build better systems, more honest coalitions, and frameworks that actually deliver stability. The old order is dead. The new one is still forming, and we're living in it right now. Understanding this shift, the end of American dominance, the rise of multiple power centers, the collapse of the old rules, it's all essential for making sense of the world we're living in. That's what just happened. This is why it matters. This is the New World Order.